Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's devotion for November 24th. Today's devotion is titled God Talk. Today's Bible reading is from Deuteronomy chapter 11, verses 13 to 21. If you carefully obey the commands I am giving you today, and if you love the Lord your God and serve him with all your heart and soul, then he will send the rains in their proper seasons, the early and late rains, so you can bring in your harvests of grain, new wine, and olive oil. He will give you lush pasture land for your livestock, and you yourselves will have all you want to eat. But be careful. Don't let your heart be deceived so that you turn away from the Lord and serve and worship other gods. If you do, the Lord's anger will burn against you. He will shut up the sky and hold back the rain, and the ground will fail to produce its harvests. Then you will quickly die in that good land the Lord is giving you. So commit yourselves wholeheartedly to these words of mine. Tie them to your hands and wear them on your forehead as reminders. Teach them to your children. Talk about them when you are at home and when you are on the road, when you are going to bed and when you are getting up. Write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates, so that as long as the sky remains above the earth, you and your children may flourish in the land the Lord swore to give you and your ancestors. A study conducted by the Barna Group in 2018 found that most Americans don't like to talk about God. Only 7% of Americans say they talk about spiritual matters regularly, and practicing believers in Jesus in America aren't that different. Only 13% of regular churchgoers say they have a spiritual conversation about once a week. Perhaps it's not surprising that spiritual conversations are on the decline. Talking about God can be dangerous, whether because of a polarized political climate, because disagreement might cause a rift in a relationship, or because a spiritual conversation might cause you to realize a change you need to make in your life. These can feel like high-stakes conversations. But in the instructions given to God's people, the Israelites, in the book of Deuteronomy, talking about God can be a normal, natural part of everyday life. God's people were to memorize his words and to display them in places where they'd often be seen. The law said to talk about God's instructions for life with your children, when you sit at home and when you walk along the road, when you lie down and when you get up. God calls us to conversation. Take a chance, rely on the Spirit, and try turning your small talk towards something deeper. God will bless our communities as we talk about his words and practice them. What challenges have come to you as a result of spiritual conversations with friends? How about blessings? Thank you for joining me for today's devotion, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.